All right, so talk about a bounce-back win. After struggling in Green Bay, the Commanders came back home and dominated against the Raiders.
So many players who stepped up. There were so many of them to name, backups and young guys. And how about a bloodied Dan Quinn rallying his squad? He just popped right back up after being hit by Marcus Mariota. My goodness. Team Insider JP Finlay joins us live in studio with his biggest takeaways. Was it McNichols who said he's just bad, like in the good way?
There were a lot of words we can't use on television is how they described Dan Quinn. But, yeah, that's the hit. You talk about a resilient bunch. No Jaden Daniels. A bunch of guys got hurt, including the head coach, just getting absolutely trucked. You see him bleeding there. Dan Quinn just spoke with the media. I asked him, hey, Coach, how are you feeling? He said, I'm good. I've gotten a lot of texts. A lot of people have checked in on me. I mean, you see he's got a real gash there on his nose. DQ says he's good to go. He appreciates all the concern, and it's just one of those things. I mean, it's a dangerous sport, even for the coaches sometimes. But, you were talking about some of the young players that really stepped up. It was an impressive afternoon. What about Jalen Lane, the fourth-round rookie out of Blacksburg, Virginia Tech Hokie, gets that punt return, goes 90 yards. He has true 4.3 speed. We're not speeding this up. That's just how fast his legs were moving. Lane has been close to breaking a few different times this season. He's going to be a real weapon in the punt game. Then you see Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt scores a touchdown yesterday, and I was really happy to see this. Luke McCaffrey catches the little crosser, turns upfield, shows his speed to get to the end zone, does the Landover leap. That's his first career NFL touchdown. Really a cool moment for McCaffrey. And keep in mind, Terry McLaurin's so good at this. Watch Terry come from out of the frame. Luke forgot to grab his first touchdown ball. Terry gets it for him to bring to the young receiver. That's certainly something he's going to want to hold on to.
Good looking out, Terry.
Yeah, for sure. Terry did that for Bill in the preseason. But injuries are really starting to pile up. We'll talk about the quarterback in a minute. But yesterday, Will Harris, the Commanders' safety that's been really good for them to start this year, Dan Quinn just confirmed that he suffered a broken bone in his leg. Harris is now going to the injured reserve list. Washington has signed former Maryland star Darnell Savage. He was a first-round pick by the Packers back in 2019. We're not exactly sure, but you saw Harris come down. That's Marshawn Lattimore, who has been cleared of concussion protocol. He had to come out yesterday, go in the blue tent, go in the locker room. These injuries are really starting to stack up on the back end. We'll have more information Wednesday when the Commanders are back on the practice field, who might be out for Sunday's game in Atlanta. Now, a big question is Jaden Daniels. Obviously, he didn't play on Sunday against the Raiders. Marcus Mariota was really good in his place. Mariota played well. I asked Dan Quinn, I said, hey, Mariota played so well. Does that impact the timeline or what you want to do with Jaden Daniels? He said, we love Marcus. I expected Marcus to play really well, but one thing does not impact the other. When Jaden's ready, it'll be back to Jaden. You see Terry almost get in there. Great game for Mariota. One thing's not going to impact the other, though, as it goes with Jaden Daniels' return from the knee sprain.
All right. So, do you think he's going to play next week?
Week 5, they go to L.A. to play the Chargers, who look like one of the best teams in the NFL.
Definitely.
And I just think the way Mariota played, if you're still dealing with this knee sprain, Dan Quinn could say one doesn't impact the other, and that may very well be true. But if you can rest them, Atlanta got blown out yesterday by the Panthers. They had to bench their second-year quarterback, Michael Penix, who was terrible. Kirk Cousins actually got in that game yesterday for Atlanta. You can't look too much week to week in the NFL. The Packers looked like the best team in the NFL when they played Washington, and then the Packers lost to the Browns yesterday. So you never know what's going on.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday is a very real thing. I don't know. We'll see Wednesday. If Jaden's back on the practice field, will really show us a lot. Even if he's just back Thursday and Friday, they're going to give Jaden his job back. There is zero trace of quarterback conversation, but Mariota did play well.
I'm so happy for him, too.
Me too.
Such a good guy. Been playing for so long.
His first start since 2022.
Wow.
And he comes out and just plays that well. I was happy for him, too. Great guy.
Thank you, JP.
Thank you.